What's up, y'all? How y'all doing on this Monday? We're just chilling, vibing with spirit and the music as one. With my girl Aaliyah. All right, y'all. We're going to get right into the message. First, let's give honor to Source, who is the guider and author of our life. If this video found you, it was because you found it, because they are shadow banning my videos. So if you've seen this video, it's because it was meant for you to see it, and I appreciate you for watching it and gratitude for coming back. If this is your second time coming back or if you heard me before, I just want to give honor to our ancestors, my ancestors and yours. On behalf of them, we are here today. And give honor to us for making it another rising, another day, trying to get it right with spirit, right with ourselves, right with Source, right with our inner and lower selves, as within, so without, right? So with that being said, let's just say a quick mini prayer. Source, we thank you for your current. We thank you for your blissful, wonderful guidance and knowledge. We thank you for being gracious. We thank you for being merciful. We thank you for opening our eyes and awakening us so we may rise again in you and you may rest in us. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, ancestors. All right, y'all, let's get started. Let's breathe in. Hold for 4. Exhale for 6. Inviting our channels to be open. Spirit to speak to us freely. Inviting what's ours to stay and what's not ours to return back to Spirit. May you feel light during and at the end of this reading. Let's begin. We've been talking about the codex of source currents, and that means the codes of Source's energy, because we've discovered that Source and energy is one, and we all have that same energy in us. That's what makes us all connected, one with Source and the animals, plants, and trees. Nature itself. Today we're going to talk about law of polarity and the law of cause and effect. So you could consider this part 2. Let's begin, y'all. Today's current. Today's energy. The sky sits between stillness and movement. The sky is quiet, but there's movement. The trickster lingers. The entropy lingers. The negative energies linger. But spirit guides softly. Polarity and cause to effect are not abstract ideas. They are currents, energy that we live each day. This scroll holds their teaching and a living story that grounds them in experience. I don't own rights to the music playing in the background. If you can hear it, it's Aaliyah playing. The law of polarity. The law of polarity teaches that everything has two poles, two sides. The law of polarity says opposites are the same, differing only in degree, meaning opposites are the same. They only go in different directions. Hot and cold, joy and grief, love and hate. They are two ends of the same vibration, like a quarter. Two sides of the same quarter, but they both spin the same. To master polarity is to see that the whole spectrum, the whole quarter, not just one side. See the whole quarter, the whole spectrum, the whole pole, the whole situation. Both parts, not just one side. I'm going to tell you about a story of polarity in my life. Polarity revealed itself early in the family bloodline. On one side stood love, tradition, and the wisdom of grandmothers who cooked, healed, and sang. On the other side stood pain, abuse, silence, and the scattering of kin through trauma. As a child, the polarity was sharp. The warmth of cakes baked from scratch stood alongside the cold of secrets too heavy to tell. Laughter at family gatherings was woven with tears no one spoke of. The young heart lived in two worlds at once, light and shadow, nurture and wound. Yet spirit was never absent. The very weight of the trauma pressed the soul into awakening. From those ashes, strength was born. The song of the ancestors still rises to the vessel of the present, carrying wisdom forward. Polarity taught that spirit does not abandon us in the dark. It works through us, shaping resilience, compassion, and purpose. I know y'all heard of the scripture before, and I'm going to tell y'all in just a second, but there's also a Hermetic reflection. Hermetic teachings were the first teachings, one of the first of many teachings of ancient history. The scripture we're all familiar with, weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Psalms 30:5. And we all are familiar with the term good morning. In Hermetic understanding, night and weeping represent polarity, opposites. The heavy pole of sadness and grief, mourning and joy represent cause and effect. The fruits born from endurance and struggle. Mourning with the U and mourning with the R share the same root. Mourning in the cry of grief. Mourning is the return of light. They are not separate, but a part of the same current of transformation. To mourn with the U is to face the world, is to face the wound. To mourning with the R is to see the wounds teaching. To find joy is to recognize that sorrow carved the space for strength to bloom. Joy comes not by erasing sadness, but by remembering that even through tears, the soul has grown. And that is why we say rising or grand rising, or our soul is rising, or we are ascending, or we're rising as a collective. Polarity sets the stage, but cause and effect moves the pieces. For every ache, a strength is born. For every action, a ripple moves outward, meaning a reaction. The law of cause and effect. The law of cause and effect reveals that nothing happens by chance. Chance is a law not recognized, meaning it can very seldomly be something that you did or did not see coming. But that's only by chance, because everything that we do is for a cause, and everything that we do has an effect, whether it's a great one or a not so great one. Every action generates a result. Every cause births an effect. What seems random is simply law unrecognized. This is not punishment, it is alignment. What we plant in vibration returns to us in experience. What we reap, we sow. What we choose, we get. There's always a choice. Our choice is our free will. And our free will comes with a consequence. That's why it is detrimental to make your choices with discernment and move with precision and strategicness. Because someone's always watching you, whether it be you watching you, your family watching you, your children watching you, a stranger watching you, the Spirit, the Most High watching you. It's always something out there trying to do what you're doing, if not better. So you're always trying to be one up by somebody. That's why it's important to keep your head focused and on a swivel. I'm not trying to preach, but I'm just saying. For somebody needed to hear that, I probably needed to hear that. I'll take it. So, I always say, it's not what I always say, I don't attract, I experience. Because that's the truth. Law of attraction is just a little bitty form of law of vibration. It's a cuter way to say law of vibration. What we attract, what we think about, we attract, but also what we plant, we attract. Our thoughts are a vibration. Our movement into action is a vibration. So, yeah, let's get on with it. Cause and effect in the chessboard. On the chessboard of life, each move forces another. When a pawn moves forward, the field changes. When a queen is sacrificed, the balance shifts. So it is with life. Choices made in love, silence, or survival ripple forward. The cycles of separation and reunion. The moments of silence and healing are not accidents. They are echoes of a cause set in motion. Now returning as teachers, cause and effect is not a chain to bind, but a mirror to awaken. When we claim our power, we choose causes that align with sovereignty and effects that return as strength. In closing, trauma will not be the end of me or you or us. Polarity shows us the whole spectrum. Cause and effect shows us our power to choose. I am not a victim of the board. I am a player. You're a player. Boy, goddamn it, you can carry the whole board if you want it. But you gotta type into your energy. Believe in you. Because our causes carry our signature. My causes carry my signature. Your causes carry your signature. My effects return as wisdom. Your effects return as wisdom. Thus I rise not because the game is easy. You don't rise because the game is easy, but because the current carries us onward. The energy carries us onward to the next round. That's all I have for you, my friends, today. May this message find you peace and gratitude. I want to thank my ancestors for allowing me to get this message out. It was heavy, but it was necessary. I appreciate every last one of you guys, and I thank you so much for listening. Peace.